or welcome if you are new. Today is going to be my Christmas clean and undecorate with me. It is definitely time for all of this to go. I'm just ready for a clean slate, completely refreshed for the brand new year. Today is January 1st, so I did keep my trees and everything up like my family tradition up until the first of the year. But now I'm done and I'm ready for it to go. So let's go ahead and get started. Now the first thing I will do is two things. I will go and I will get all of my bins out of the garage. Yes, I do color coordinated bins for each holiday. And then the second thing I will do is wipe down my dining room table, because everything that I'm going to go around the house and collect, I'm gonna stick on my dining room table so that way I can organize the bins better. Okay, so as I said, I'm just gonna wipe down the dining room table. This just makes it a lot easier for me because then I could put everything here in stacks and then sort it properly for the bins. And yes, I do have 4 pretty decent sized bins, and I do have an extra one in my garage that's for all the outside. Now I'm just gonna walk around and I'm going to take every bit of Christmas decor from anywhere in the house and go ahead and start stacking it on my table as best as I can in categories: signs, breakables, garland, lights, you name it. Some of the items I'm taking down are not entirely Christmas decor, like this runner. I'm packing it away with my Christmas, but it doesn't necessarily have to. You need to look at the decor that you're pulling down and sort it. Some of it can stay in your house and be used throughout the coming seasons. Like a few of it can be for spring or something, as long as it's not a Christmas tree. But if it's just some greenery that's not really special, or it's certain runners or risers or anything like that, don't store it away with your Christmas stuff if it can be used for another season. Okay, I'm too short. I don't own a stepladder, and even on a chair, I'm still too short. So right now I've got my husband taking down all the greenery and all the archways, because I can't do it. As well as this little truck thing right here. He's gonna disassemble that and take that out into the garage. Now I just gotta wind up all of this garland, and I use the ends of it to kind of tie it together, almost like a little twist tie thing. It just helps keep it in one big bundle. Anything that came in a box, I put back in its box if I can, just to make sure it doesn't get broken or anything like that when it goes into storage. It's best if it's any kind of fragile or sentimental or meaningful, put it in its original box or bubble wrap it or something. And last but not least, down comes the wreath. All right, now that I have everything collected, obviously not counting trees, but I have everything collected. I have my bins out, and yes, she's in one, but I have my bins out. I have cleared them out except the ornament one. They're completely cleared out and ready to go. So pretend Valera is not sitting in there, but this red one, this green one, and then this red one back here is where all the actual decor will go. I have a separate one out in the garage for outdoor decor, and then this one right here is how I store my ornaments. Anything that still has a box, I use its box. Like these are little Ray Dunn ones that I bought this year, or this one is a different ornament. So if it has a box, it is stored in its box. Otherwise, I have bubble wrap in there. Couple things. I store my bins in our garage. We're in Florida. We don't have basement space. The attic is really tiny. So all of my stuff is going where there will be heat. So therefore, none of my candles go outside. Anything that can melt like this needs to be stored indoors. And the other thing is, anything that has a battery, you need to remove the battery, and remember to do that, because by next year, these could have corroded and ruined everything. And I will also take all the string lights out of the foliage and extension cords and store them together in one bag, so that way I'm not going, okay, where's light number 3? I have it, I know where it is, or where's that other extension cord? It's easier. Just store it all in one bag. I've been waiting all my life for someone like you. Now I'm just gonna do my best to sort into these containers. I want to make sure that nothing is sticking up too high and that anything that's in here that could be touching, like if it's a sign, put the backs against each other. Don't put the fronts, because it could end up scratching and ruining your sign while it's in storage. She's making this process take so much longer than it needs to, but she's adorable, so I don't really care. But the bins are now completely packed up. There's nothing missing, except I did leave a little bit of space over here just in case any of the ornaments don't fit. But now I gotta work on that tree and the other tree. Now that it's time for the Christmas trees, I do have a little pattern for this first tree because it has sentimental ornaments on here mostly, and they're very delicate. So I take everything that's delicate off first, then everything that's meaningful and only slightly delicate, and then the rest of it comes off, just so I can make sure it gets packaged appropriately in my ornament container. All of my trees are 7 foot tall. I think the other one is actually 7.5 feet tall. I'm 5'2". So taking these things apart, you see me struggle a bit, and especially when it comes to getting these things in the boxes, it's like an exercise routine for me trying to get these things in these boxes. I'm gonna show you something. You see the buffalo plaid ribbon around this tree? I never cut it. It's still on the spool, and I just shoved the spool in the back of the tree for the season, hit it with ornaments, and then just left it that way. It was easier to clean up that way. Don't know who's worse while putting this stuff away tonight, the baby or the cat. Now I'm actually gonna get into the cleaning portion. Now that all the decorations are put away, I'm going to go ahead and wipe down every surface. I'm going to give the house a really good vacuum because you know with Christmas, all the needles from the tree, glitter on almost everything. It just needs to be done. The floors need a good vacuum after all this. Make sure you really get your corners and up against your baseboards.
The best thing that has ever happened to you. Here's your time to shine. Now show me what you can.
And yeah, you see me here struggling with this tree in this box. So I'm genuinely curious about those bags because in a second you're gonna see me push my entire weight into this box just so I could seal it up. If this is your first time to my channel and you've enjoyed what you see, thank you so much for sticking around and watching it. If you've enjoyed it, this is the type of content I do like to make. I make homemaking, lifestyle, motherhood videos over here. If that sounds something you'd like, please consider subscribing and sticking around for 2021.
I'm the best thing that has ever happened to you. Here's your time to
I have honestly missed this clock up here. I got really tired of it and I didn't really enjoy it too much before Christmas, but not having it there for 2 months, I honestly missed my clock.
falling. The way my lips feel on your body.
Now realizing I left Christmas all over my couch, I do have to come over here, remove the pillows, remove the throw blanket, and put this back to just a neutral couch. I wanted to give you guys just a close-up of all the junk on the floor. This way you can really see just how messy under the trees get when you pull them down. And here is what everything looks like, completely bare, no decorations. I need to figure out how I want to decorate my house on a more permanent stance that's not holiday related. If you guys have any recommendations, I would love them so much. I usually do more of a modern farmhouse. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Consider subscribing if you're not already. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.